Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, good morning still. Hi, I hope you're well. It's been a few weeks since I've read, just been busy, okay, and these haven't been quite right. They need to be right, don't they? Guys, I'm just going to do a bit of housekeeping. I'm an intuitive witch. I read from the cards that flip. I don't read from internet definitions or books, only in very, very rare cases. Okay, this is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. Please don't use this situation to determine any important life decisions, relationship, financial, legal, medical, or otherwise. Have a problem with your cat, dog, your mister, your missus, your boss, your neighbour, anybody, go and speak to them directly. You will be amazing or amazed at the powers of resolution when you contact the source. Okay, if you are worried about a reaction, the situation isn't right for you. It needs to be dealt with, whether it's a yes or a no, it's still an answer, isn't it? Okay, this is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. This will not resonate with you all. Please, if this does not resonate with you, there are plenty of other wonderful readers on YouTube that can help you. Okay, this may be confirming something that you already know, or just, you know, a little bit of motivation to get you through the day. So, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm going to read to you today from the Crow Tarot by MJ CULLINANE. I'm going to pull you the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay, and I'm going to pull you a solitary card at the end by the Blind Spot by Teal, Swan. Okay, it's a sigil deck. It's unlike any other deck I've got. It highlights what we're perhaps missing, what we perhaps need to pay a little closer attention to within our shadow work. Okay. Now, I've had varying readings for all signs today, so it's quite interesting what we've got here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, it's not letting me leave it, so I'm gonna take those. Let's see what we've got for you, shall we? I don't do traditional spreads, I just do what flips, and I just say what we've got. Okay, not at all surprising, that one, the bottom of the deck, right? Bottom of the deck, underlying problem, the Tower. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, there is a situation that has blown up. I have been doing lots of pre-shuffles a week. The Tower has come out numerous times. I don't know if it's a water sign or if it's for water signs only. I mean, I'm sure we've all got a bit of water in our charts somewhere. Or if this is just a world thing at the moment. But the Tower is here and it is unavoidable. Towers are not always bad cards. They are an opportunity to address what is not secure in your life. Address, evaluate, rebuild. Okay. Towers sometimes are very much needed, aren't they? First card out the deck I've got is the King of Wands. Fire sign maybe, Aries, Leo, Sag. But what I do see from here is the infinity symbol. Okay, there is something that's very passionate. Okay, some strong, the strength here. Okay, the crow is stood on top of the lion's head. Bold as brass. Yeah, got his crown on. Knows it, yeah? Not troubled. The lion is good with that, okay? There is an infinity symbol. The crow is looking at the infinity symbol and he has the sun on one side of him, which is a very good omen. There is... Oh, I don't keep getting the word abundance that's come through. That's the next card. Okay, but that's just what's flashed through my head. All I've just been told is abundance. And it's lasting, okay? There, you have a newfound strength, a newfound passion. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This Tower moment is causing you to reaffirm your strength, okay? Reaffirm your boundaries, but in a subtle, solid, confident way. Ace of Pentacles. This will be your abundance. Be it spiritual, financial, or of any other matter, this is your abundance. The card I've got that's come out after this is the Four of Cups. And this card came out in the last reading for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So if you have this card in any of your placements, maybe this message is for you, maybe there is a link. But there is a crow here, and he is focusing on one cup with three that he's sitting on. Pay attention to everything in your life. Do not be so distracted by one thing that you miss others. Weird message, but that's what I've got. I've also got here the Seven of Swords, which also came out in the Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo reading as well. I've got here 7 of Swords. There are some on the ground, there are some on the side, there are some flying away. There is a mixture of burdens here. These seem to be situations that are all over the place. There is some burden leaving your life. There is some that is still in suspended animation. There is some that very needs to be addressing. What I am saying to you with regards to this card is to pay attention to the detail. Pay attention to all the detail, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There is truth coming in here. If you do not pay attention to this, you will be bound by the burdens of yesteryear is the word I've just been given, which is a very strange word. There is a burden here, okay, a burden of truth. Either you need to share a truth or someone needs to share a truth with you. I've just been given this message. There's a King of Wands. This is not gender specific, but a King of Wands energy, okay, that has a truth that they need to tell you. They are sitting on that truth and it is becoming a burden to them, right? This King of Wands energy is sitting on a truth that is becoming a burden to them, okay? You have a 10 of Pentacles here. Once that burden is released, this is a very prosperous time for you. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, please do excuse my washing machine about to go on full spin. I've also got here 7 of Pentacles. You're sitting on stuff, okay? You're not releasing it. You're hoarding. You need to clear out. You need to... Yes, you do need to pay attention to things that are going on around you. But there are things... Sometimes I've got here 3 of Pentacles as well. So I've got 2 crows, right? I've got one sat on Pentacles, but he's eating the cherry above him. So whatever he's sitting on, he still doesn't find is sweeter. It's not enough, okay? He's gathering more and more and more, and he's gathering more and more of these, and it's still not enough. I think what you need to do, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this is a strange as hell reading. But intuitively, the message I'm getting is this. Someone has a burden and just eating away at them. It's requiring strength and truth in order to unbind them, okay? Little snippets have been told to you, but not all of it. Once this is released, okay, there will be prosperity. There is money involved here, abundance, prosperity. If this is making any kind of sense to you, I congratulate you, because it's not making any sense to me, but it might resonate for someone out there. Whatever fire energy is keeping this truth from you, okay, this is a burden to them, okay, once they have, because you do know something ain't right. Once this burden, some of this burden is released, prosperity comes in. Don't hold on to the past, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? Focus on the here and the now, but focus on your own truth. Let's have a look at the Oracle of the Fairies. That is a weird-ass reading, man. I have to be honest about that. Let's see if the Oracle of the Fairies can shed any kind of light on this. Okay, there goes one. There goes loads. Let's see what we got, shall we? Oracle of Fairies, what have you got for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Believe in magic, magical gateway, wisdom, and fairy spotting. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Own your truth. Connect to source. Yeah, remember who the fuck you are. Yeah, whatever you are being told, if it doesn't feel right, pay attention to that. Listen to your intuition. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Truth. Okay. Truth, and you will have abundance. Okay. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with the challenge. Yeah. Stay authentic to yourself. Yeah. This is a burden on them. This ain't yours to carry. This is theirs. They need to own their truth and they need to be strong about it. Okay? You need to practice strength. There's an abundant situation once you know. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Believing. Believing. Trust. Okay. Once you believe what you intuitively know, authentically, whether it's you want to believe it or not, once you believe the real truth, yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. It will be revealed. Okay. Burdens will start to be released. Okay. This will be an abundantly prosperous situation. So have a look, see what the blind spot has to say, what we're missing, guys. Okay, this is the only deck I'm actually reading from the book at the moment because it is, it's a brand new deck. It's not Oracle, it's not Tarot, it's an interesting deck. It highlights possible things we either don't want to see, try and avoid, or situations we haven't previously thought of. But sometimes they can be the game changer, can't they? So let's see what we have here. Oh, 78. Actually, the last one on the deck. Okay. Should we see what the book has to say about number 78? The blind spot oracle cards. Teal Swan drew these when she was in a trance. So these are completely intuitively guided sigils. And they're interesting. Actually, they do actually make an awful lot of sense. Right, self-preservation disguised as self-sabotage. If you've drawn this sigil, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you or someone in the situation is actively engaged in self-sabotage. What did I say? Okay. But you, and potentially they, are unaware that the part of you or them that is doing the sabotaging is convinced it's preserving you or them. Unless you fully understand the perspectives and motives of this part that is doing the sabotaging with understanding and compassion, you will stay stuck relative to this situation. Okay? Here are some examples of self-sabotage, which we will develop in a moment. Procrastination, holding on to addictions, doing things that push someone away whilst professing that we want a relationship to work. Self-sabotage is essentially thoughts, words, and actions, behaviours that are self-defeating. They work against you when it comes to attaining something you want. Consciousness can and does split itself. This means that even though we call ourselves by one name and therefore identify ourselves as being one unified thing, the reality is that we are more of an amalgamation of fragmented parts of selves. We are more like a mosaic or a stained glass window. Okay, our degree of internal suffering is about the degree of harmony or lack thereof between these internal selves. If you're expecting self-sabotage, it's because not all of your internal selves or parts agree with your conscious desires. One or more of them is resisting or opposing the parts that contain your conscious desires. If any of your internal parts or selves is resisting or opposing your desires, or any of them is hurting other parts of you in any way, it's because they think it's in your best interest for them to do so. In other words, they believe they are saving your life by not going along with the plan. If you've drawn the sigil, you are being called to remember that, metaphorically speaking, what any form of self-sabotage always has in common is that one part thinks the answer to a good life and happiness is going left, and another part thinks that going left is literally the road to ruin. But what you must see is that both parts actually have your best interests at heart. You have to understand that no part within a person is actually against them. In order to create any improvement, you need to approach the issue at hand with this understanding in order to create alignment between these opposed parts. Truth, burdens, strength. Once you address this, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or the person in your life addresses, this could be within you, okay, this could be pertaining to a situation that you're currently experiencing. Either way, please take it as it resonates, yeah? If you are not being honest with yourself, you need to start being honest with yourself and releasing that burden, because it's self-sabotage to you and those around you that love you, and the self-sabotage is causing the tail. And the thing I love about these Teal Swan cards is that reading was confused as hell, but now suddenly makes perfect sense. Okay, self-sabotage is at hand here. If you can release that self-sabotage, you've got abundance coming. Okay, do this with passion. Own your truth. At the minute, your self-sabotage is a burden. You need to release that burden. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm so glad I pulled that sigil card because it's suddenly put it all together and made some kind of resonant sense to me. I do hope this has helped you. Please like, share and subscribe. The more interaction I get, the more I can read for you guys, okay? Success is motivation. Please help me succeed, guys. I can't do this without you. Thank you so much for listening today. And that's all I have for you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.